His last breath hitched, a silent scream against the sterile white of the hospital room. A single mother, Sarah, 42, watched the monitor flatline, the vibrant green turning into an unforgiving, still line. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. He was finally getting better, the doctors had said. The weight of the world, a burden she'd carried since she was barely more than a child herself, pressed down with suffocating force. This story isn't just about loss, it's about finding the immeasurable value hidden within the ordinary moments we often overlook. Michael, her son, just 16, had been her universe, a bright star born into a sky often clouded by hardship. From the cramped apartment they shared to the countless hours she worked as a waitress, everything was for him. His infectious laughter echoed in her memory now, a cruel reminder of the joy that had been so abruptly stolen. He dreamed of being a musician, his guitar his constant companion, filling their small space with melodies that spoke of hope and youthful exuberance. She had always encouraged him, sacrificing small comforts to ensure he had lessons and a decent instrument. Their life wasn't easy, but it was filled with a fierce, protective love that bound them together. Then the diagnosis came, a rogue wave crashing against the fragile shores of their happiness, a rare form of leukemia. The months that followed were a blur of hospital visits, treatments that offered fleeting hope before crushing despair, and the constant gnawing fear that never truly left. Sarah worked even harder, her smile for customers a mask over the terror in her heart. She learned medical terms, advocated for her son, and held his hand through countless painful procedures. There were moments of profound connection amidst the sterile environment, whispered jokes and shared stories that momentarily pushed back the darkness. But the relentless disease was unforgiving, slowly dimming the light in Michael's eyes. One afternoon, weak but determined, Michael asked Sarah to bring his guitar to the hospital. His fingers, frail and trembling, still managed to pluck a familiar chord. He looked at her, his gaze filled with a wisdom beyond his years, and said, "Mom, thank you for everything, for believing in me even when I doubted myself." Tears streamed down Sarah's face as she held his hand, her heart aching with a pain so profound it felt physical. That moment, filled with unspoken love and gratitude, became etched in her soul. It wasn't the big achievements or grand gestures that mattered in the end. It was the simple, shared moments, the unwavering support, the quiet acts of love. After Michael was gone, the silence in their apartment was deafening. The guitar lay untouched in the corner, a stark reminder of a future that would never be. Sarah felt lost, adrift in a sea of grief. But then she remembered Michael's last words, the gratitude in his eyes. She realized that the true value of their lives wasn't measured in years or possessions, but in the depth of their connection, the love they shared, and the impact they had on each other. His short life had taught her the most profound lesson, that every moment, every interaction, every act of kindness holds an immeasurable worth. Slowly, tentatively, Sarah began to heal. She started a foundation in Michael's name, providing musical instruments for children in underserved communities. His melodies would live on, touching new lives, spreading the joy he never had the chance to fully express. Sarah found purpose in her pain, transforming her grief into a legacy of love. The final truth of every life isn't about how long we live, but how deeply we love and how authentically we connect with those around us. It's in the seemingly small moments that we find the greatest meaning. What truly matters when all else fades away.